Oh Lord. Meow, 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 meow. Shh, shh, shh. Quiet, quiet. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Meow, meow, meow. It ain't time for dinner. I just got back from the store. You know? I just got back and you know what, Cat? You know what? I was down there at that little old store, and there was you know what? They have a little old black lady working there, and you know, I just don't normally ever talk to anyone of another race, color, any tards or anything like that. Just I don't talk to anyone other than a white, and there's a reason why, because I'm ignorant, and I know. And you know what? They tell you you're ignorant, but the thing is if you just don't talk to them, then there's no problem. But if you talk to them, then there starts a problem. And they always just. And when I was taught, all this is, there was the segregation and all that, and then you know, even more than that, it was just that you just whites just didn't talk to them, because you know what, it just was a problem. Everything was a problem, and if you just didn't talk, it just was a better. But you know what, I talked to this little black lady, and she has it's like she's all covered up in a pretty scarf, and she's got no hair. I mean, just absolutely no hair. And she just tells you some things, and it's just cute. It's just cute. I mean, Lord, Mir, listen to me. Got a story, okay? So she's just cute, and I just would never in my life ever, because you just don't, and nobody. You know what? It just wasn't a right. It just wasn't a right, and you just didn't, and that was just how it was, and nobody did it. Nobody did. You know what? If you did get yourself into a lot of trouble, because I mean, I just you know what? I got myself into a lot of trouble all the time. I just don't talk about it, and everybody got themselves into trouble. Whites got themselves in a lot of trouble. You know, doing all kinds of things, like being violent and mean and all kinds of things. And the truth is, I was a mean, and I am a mean, and that's the thing, is that just don't. I have a lot of hate, and I hate people. Lord, do I hate everyone? But I like this like little black woman with a little covering on her hair, where she don't have no hair. Anyway, she told me about this thing, the evil eye. And I said, you know what? That makes a lot of sense, because when you're high, and when you're low, you're low. And it seems like any time that there's you get all big and you think good of yourself, then something comes down on you like the Lord, and it just like brings you down to you're just basically a nothing, and you're just like a little tardigrade, and you just don't have nothing, and you don't feel nothing, and you don't feel good, and everybody hates you, and you're just a bad. And I'm a bad all the time. I'm a bad, and everybody's, you know what, hates me, and nobody thinks I'm pretty, and it's just nobody looks at me. But that little woman, she talks to me sometimes, and I talk to her, but that's just about it. I mean, that's as far as it's gonna go, because Lord help you start entertaining people, because they just don't want your pies and stuff, you know, all the time, and pizza and everything else, and then you got to buy all this food, and nobody can pay for it, and nobody paid you for it, and you know, whatever. Meow, meow. Lord, be quiet. Quiet. But you know, basically, when I was about 14 years old, I was out dancing one night, I guess I was alone. Lord, I was alone at some disco, and I was about 14, and I met the most handsome black gentleman. What? It was like he was a supreme or something. Like of that family, because he was a supreme. But anyway, it was a temptation for sure. Because I was a dancing. Everyone was watching us, and I was dancing with them. Lord, I knew I shouldn't have, and Lord, He knew, but we was a dancing, in a disco and everything. It was just all getting us started, and then I found out, and I went, they took me down. His family found out and took me down, and then it was sad because I never saw that child ever again. But you know what? It's out there, whatever it is. Sad but true. All right, little ones. I guess it's a time for a dinner, huh? All right, Amir.